Snow White, Sally Gardner. Chapter 1. One snowy day long ago, a queen sat by her window swing while she stitched her dolls went to the baby she was going to have. The queen pricked her finger on her needle, and 3 drops of blood fell onto the snow. She looked at the redness of the blood, the whiteness of the snow, and the blankness of the ebony window frame, and said, "I wish my baby's skin to be as white as snow, her lips as red as blood, and her hair as black as ebony." Soon after this the queen gave birth to a beautiful little girl whom she named Snow White, but happiness turned to sorrow, for the young queen died. The king was mad with grief. He could not bring himself even to look at his little daughter. Snow White was taken away to be brought up in another part of the great palace, where her father could not see her. A year passed and the king married again. His new queen was very beautiful and very vain. Each day she would spend hours looking at herself in her magic mirror. Then she would ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of you all?" And the mirror would answer, "You, king, are the fairest in the land." The king could not bear to think that anyone was more beautiful than she was. What the mirror couldn't see was the queen's heart, which was ugly and cruel. Chapter 2. Snow White grew up, long forgotten by her father and hidden from her stepmother the queen. Snow White was very beautiful. Her skin was as white as snow, her lips as red as blood, and her hair as black as ebony. Then one day the queen asked the mirror her usual question. It answered, "You, king, may lovely be, it's true, but Snow White is far more beautiful than you." When the queen heard this, she turned pale with rage and envy. She called for her huntsman. "Take Snow White always and kill her. Bring me her heart so that I know she's really dead." The huntsman took Snow White to the edge of a dark forest where bears lived and wolves howled at night, but he could not bring himself to harm this beautiful and gentle little girl. "Run away from here, Snow White," said the huntsman. "Your stepmother, the queen, wants you dead." Snow White was so frightened that she ran straight into the forest. The huge huntsman watched her go. Then he killed a young deer and placed its heart in a box to give to the queen. I won't, I won't be lying when I say Snow White is dead. Is that, said the huntsman to himself, "for no one comes out of the dark forest alive." Chapter 3. As Snow White went further into the forest, it grew darker and darker. The street trees tangled together, and all around her she saw the glinting eyes of wild animals. Snow White was scared. She fell and burst into tears. But picking herself up, she found to her surprise that she was standing on a path which led to the door of a little cottage. Maybe there's someone here who can help me, she thought, and she pushed open the door. The lights went on and the fire began to glow warmly. The strange thing was there was no one at home. The cottage was neat and tidy. In the middle of the room stood a long table. On it were laid 7 little bowls and 7 little glasses. Someone must live here, Snow White thought, as if by magic all the bowls were filled and wine poured into all the glasses. Snow White was so hungry that she ate some food and drank some wine. Feeling very sleepy, she went upstairs. There she found 7 little beds neatly made. She hoped that no one would mind if she lay down on one of the beds and had a rest. Soon the was fast asleep. Chapter 4. This little cottage hidden away in the heart of the forest belonged to 7 dwarves who had lived there for as long as anyone could remember. During the day they worked in their diamond mine, and at night they returned to their cottage. Every night when they came home, the lights would on and the fire would start to burn. Their bowls would be filled with hot food and their glasses with wine. Tonight, when they saw their little cottage, they froze. The lights were already lit. "It's a burglar," said the first dwarf. "Don't be silly," said the second. They all went closer and pushed open the front door. The food in the bowls was cold, and one bowl and one glass were empty. "It must have been someone," said the third dwarf. "Food doesn't get it eaten by itself," said the first dwarf. "Maybe it was a bear," said the fifth dwarf. The sixth dwarf went upstairs and came rushing down again. "There's a girl asleep in my bed," he said. "We'd better go and have a look," said the seventh. In the morning, Snow White woke to find 7 faces looking at her. "Who are you?" they asked. Snow White told them about her wicked stepmother. The 7 dwarfs and had heard of the cruel queen, and they were very worried. "The queen is sure to find out that Snow White is still alive and come searching for her, said one dwarf. Yes, said another, she is only little like us, and we must to look after her.